Like, I see a lot of guys who already watch my YouTube videos, right, and already making consistent gains. Nasdaq, it would always make sense to be jumping in over here, right? Stop loss relatively below the low over here. Welcome back to another YouTube video of FLAIR where we make trading very simple. If you're new here, please make sure to click the subscribe button because I post content like this every single Sunday. Now, for the guys who are still interested in my mentorship, guys, this is still the poster. This is running till the 25th of June, so make sure to log in. But nonetheless, guys, let's check out the charts. Very beautiful scenes from the charts, guys. Let's keep it going. All right. So this is gold on the daily time frame. I'm gonna break it down so it's easy for you two guys to understand. So what we can see from this guy, zooming in a little bit, is that price is pushed all the way to the top. I'm gonna bring back a few of the stuff that the trades that we took on the week, so you can see the strategy and how it performs, right? Respected the 73 and the 61%. So this was the first entry, right? Everything will be posted, guys. The screenshots will be posted. I'll probably just put the screenshot over here so you can see if I have any other entries, of course, what I closed, how did I manage to jump in so many. So this was the first entry, right? Beautiful clean cut finish relatively over here, and then we got the second entry over here again, right? I think it was relatively on the 4-hour time frame, right? We're gonna go to the 4-hour time frame. Bingo bango. As you can see, guys, the fib works. Relatively speaking, like, the fib works. This was the one that we used for the second entry, right? Beautiful stuff. Second entry got tapped in. Third entry also got tapped in over here as well. All right, so the screenshots will be posted for sure, guys. You will see them and see what you guys think. But like, for me, this perspective for gold right now is obviously for us to get to the all-time high. So relatively this point in time over here is where I anticipate us to climb, right? One thing I can see is that we have broken structure right over here. So we can anticipate that price is going to drop to continue climbing, right? So obviously when you go to the 1-hour time frame, things are going to be a little bit much better so we can see what's really happening. But when you look at price like this, like, as much as there's a low over here, there's a low over here, so it becomes hard to pick and choose which one you want to choose, right? So for me, I'll patiently wait to see what gold does. Hopefully it does drop relatively into the zone over here. If we get a rejection, it keeps on climbing, it's okay, it is what it is. But in case it keeps on dropping, then I'll be making sure that we are ready and set to take this one. But for now, guys, gold is looking really good. I think we just need to make sure that we're consistent on the charts, and we're still going for the all-time high, guys. So as you saw, I still have a few positions running, but for now, let's move over to the next pair. All right. So this is Gbpjpy. As you can see, this guy's been on an uptrend, right? I'll even bring back the drawing so you can see any trades that I took throughout the week, right? So as you can see, price did push all the way to the top, this being the 73% that it respected and climbed to the top. And then this is the second entry that we do have, and price continued to go to the top. I'll even post my entry as well to show that I actually do take these setups. But one thing I do want to say, guys, that you also need to understand, like, especially where we are with the markets and how everything is going, we need to make sure that, like, we jump into these types of opportunities, you know. So I knew that was price hit this high and comes to the downside, it's gonna respect the 73%, hence why I jumped in. I'm gonna wait for the TP to get hit, right? But the most reason why I'm also showing you guys the types of trades that we do take in the group as well, so is that you understand and see what we're actually doing and how the Fibonacci retracement tool can change your life as a trader, right? You have to remove the guesswork now. You questioning yourself which order block you should get in is a lot of things traders struggle with, especially in SMC. So this has really changed me a lot. As you can see, it's respecting. This was the first entry. This is a trade that we actually missed. So I told myself that I am never going to allow myself to miss the second one. So as you can see, first trade hit first and second TP. So second trade is already on the block. So we'll see how price does move. But one thing about Gbpjpy, it's been following a lot of our strategies. So I'm going to be using it a lot more often, guys. But that's what I do have for this pair. Let's move over to the next one. All right. So this is Usdjpy on the 4-hour time frame. We'll even start it on the daily just because it's Usdjpy. So UJ has been very tricky, right? It's pushed all the way to the top, came to the downside. But one thing we can see is that it has been on a downtrend and has recently changed character, right? So we can relatively say this is the lowest point and then this is the highest point, right? Bingo bango, right? So we're anticipating bullish market structure. We're going to pull out the Fibonacci from bottom to the top, right? And switch it over to currencies like this. I'm going to even go to the currency one for the guys to see. This is my currency Fibonacci retracement tool, right? You can pause the video, take a screenshot, right? So right now we are sitting where? We are sitting on the 73% for UJ. So it makes sense to be buying this thing long term, but I also anticipate that the dollar is going to be dropping a little bit more than anticipated, right? So this is where we're anticipating for price to climb all the way to the top. As you can see, there's a fair value gap that still needs to be filled out, right? So there's a possibility that price could come to the top and then drop all the way to the downside, right? So we just have to see how it's gonna move, but for now we're looking really good for buys, guys. So let's just make sure that we take these trades at a very bare minimum. But I'm telling you guys, like, as much as I don't want to talk about my mentorship, is that I see a lot of guys who already watch my YouTube videos, right, and already making consistent gains. And I'm saying, imagine you join the mentorship with someone who actually can teach you from start to finish. Like, okay, cool. This is where you put the Fibonacci. This is when you change the strategy. This is when you're taking with entries. This is how you scale in like gold as much as it is. This is how you swing. These are the types of things I try and do my best to like let you guys know and be aware of, right? So this is the last Usdjpy. So we'll see how it does perform throughout the week. But I still have, this is a very good entry zone until it pushes all the way to the top. Let's go over to the next pair. All right. So this is Nasdaq on the daily time frame. One thing about Nasdaq, it's been pushing all the way to the top, right? So one thing we can see is that we do have a break of structure over here, right? Change of character happened relatively down on the lower phases, right? And then we have a break of structure over here, and price continues to climb all the way to the top. So my anticipation is that it will come to the downside. We can even see that there's this flag pattern. All my price action traders know this. This is a rising wedge, so this is a sign that price will drop to the downside. So a part of me really anticipates that we're going to respect the fair value gap that we have on the daily time frame, like relatively this one. So when you pull out the fib from top all the way to top there, and then we can even highlight indices, it's highlighting this zone over here. So for me, I'm a little bit tricky, like especially indices, because they do drop lower now. Like they drop as low as currency pairs. So I feel like if we were to be buying Nasdaq, it would always make sense to be jumping in over here, right? Stop loss relatively below the low over here, and you can see like with the Fibonacci, guys, it works, right? So we just have to be patient. We can see price did break out, right? It's retesting this fair value gap. You can climb in for sales. As you can see, there's even a nice bullish engulfing. So price is going to go to the downside, and then we jump in over here and when we push it to the top. But that's what I do see for Nasdaq. Let me show you my pro forma accounts that I've passed, a few that I've bought, so you guys can kind of relatively see where we are in terms of consistency and this year. Because with me, guys, I really want to get $1 million in funding, right, in the next 4 years. So I'm gonna try and do my best to make sure that I stack the cash really nicely. So I'll just stay tuned so I can show you the pro forma accounts. All right. So these are all the challenge accounts that I have, right? So for now, I have a Stellar Light Step 2 challenge phase 1. This is the one that I recently bought. I haven't taken any trades on it. I'm just waiting for price to give me more confirmation. Then I have a Stellar Light phase 2 challenge P2, right? So this is the one that I'm currently finishing off, the 5K. Then I also have another 5K. This is already passed, right? So I'll show you the dashboard as well, just so you can see my equity curve and see how I've been trading this guy for a very long time, right? As you can see, profit and loss, this is what's passed, right? So daily loss limit ongoing, obviously, because I'm not trading, so it's just gonna make sure that it's still on. Minimum trading days, so I already passed the profit target. It's just that I need to trade a minimum of 5 trading days. So it only took me 2 days to get to this point. So it's just a matter of patience right now. As you can see, I bought this June 5th, right? When we go over to trading overview, right, so you can see more of my analytics and stats as well. So here are a few of my detailed stats. Equity is 5K, profitability. So win ratio is 33%, right? Average RR is 1:8. And then if I could show you my analytics as well, so you guys can see like my equity curve. As you can see, it dropped and then it climbed all the way to the top. This is a healthy one for a trader like me, right? So now let's go over to the ones that are inactive, like the 25K, because I have another 25K as well that I just recently passed phase 1 as well. So I just want to show you guys, right? This is the 20. Yes. This is another one that I passed, right? The 25K phase 1, right? As you can see, I passed the profit target. Even with this one, I passed it in 2 days instead of the 5 days. As you can see, 8.1%. So I just left it running just to let price do its thing. This one is very nice because you're gonna see a lot of my trading overview as well. Check this out. So a few of my detailed stats on the 25K account. Obviously, my lots, average lot is 0.75. My average RR is 1:2,600, or 1:2,200, right? And then my win rate is 60%. My loss rate is 40%. So 60% for the strategy. Profit factors, you already can see my best trade was $1,000. Worst trade was negative 0.52, guys. Talk to me nicely. And then gross profit is obviously this, gross loss is obviously that. So the analytics, as you can see, it was going up and down, but automatically price did push all the way to the downside, and then price pushed all the way to the top. This was all from one trade, guys. Like, I even want to show you the fact that like the way I take these things are very crazy. Like, this is from one trade, right? So check out the analytics, right? So all of these were taken from one trade. As you can see, the first trade hit $1,000 and the second one hit 968. These were all happening on the same day. As you can see, the 6th of June, when this was closed on the 11th of June, even this one was closed relatively around the 6th. So it's beautiful to see that, you know, we're passing these accounts really easily. So right now where I am currently stuck in is that I do have a 5K account that's already passed, right? So now I'm just making sure that I pass the rest, guys, with steady gains. You already can see I need to pass this one. I already am doing the second phase as well. This one I already passed, so I'm gonna get my challenge account. This one I'm still doing, I'm gonna get my challenge account. But if we can look at it relatively speaking, so it's 25K, that's 50,000, 5K, 5K, that's $60,000 in funding, guys. Making sure that I grow this account really nicely. A few of them already being in phase 2. There's only one 5K account that already passed, which is this one. So we will see how the market does perform as the week goes on. But for now, guys, make sure that you're investing into Profile accounts, because this is where the real money is, guys. But nonetheless, thank you for watching till the end. I will catch you guys next week Sunday. Thank you so much. It is another vlog, or it is another day, it is another dollar, guys. Like, I see a lot of guys who already watch my YouTube videos, right, and already making consistent gains.